And welcome everybody back to the end of the year. We had a great year here in professional wrestling here on the Mike Knoxxx Show. So we want to thank everybody right now for tuning in. But I got something special for you. Not the typical, if you will, so to speak, introduction I might have with the previous, but yet still something special, y'all. Here's just a small example of what wrestling has done this year. We'll be right back, y'all. The Mike Knoxxx Show on Pup Review. We'll be right back.
Yeah.
Previously on the Mike Knoxxx Show.
With the big toe.
Doing big things.
Yeah, doing big things.
I really should have knocked your ass out.
I want it. Now you got nothing.
That this just kind of feels right.
Those 3 little words.
At the head of the table.
Favorite is none other than Bill Goldberg.
Now, Mama Rose. Baraka's got a special gift. Look at this. Here's your bout.
Back. E.
You left us.
I broke my neck. So what? Is 5. That you are not my dragon! Acknowledge me. Royal Rumble will be my last.
And I promise I'm going to keep doing it until the wheels fall off. This is a bump in the road.
What a year in pro wrestling, y'all. Oh my God, as they would say. What a 2024 we had in professional wrestling. And I just want to say thank you guys for joining. Thank you guys for being here. And as always, welcome to the Mike Knoxxx Show.
Drums, please.
Viewers may find the following video disturbing.
This ain't nothing but healthy conversation.
Yeah. Perfect Plex Radio. We about to go live on him. Mike Knoxxx. That's with 3 X's because he's hardcore. Are y'all ready? We about to give y'all something special. You ready? Let's go! At the money, now you're all what you getting in. Perfect Plex Radio, got them listening. Mike Knoxxx, from Cena to The Rock, or whatever wrestler is hot. News and interviews, it's a one-stop shop. Matter of fact, let me give you more choices. You can call in and be the voice with the voiceless. So what you waiting on? Let's get it cracking. Let's talk wrestling, that's enough rapping. Perfect Plex Radio. Simply, we about to give y'all something special. You ready? Let's go!
You waited long enough, man. What a year in professional wrestling. I mean, let's just be honest. Let's kick it off, okay? For any non-wrestling fan. Matter of fact, I'm going to back that up. All right, because we're going in, Vaughn, into year 16, right? It's my sweet 16, okay? And I've done some things, but it's time to get bigger and better in 2025. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to be turning 50. You know what I mean? Like, I've been doing this for 16 years. I'm turning 50, and I'm still running laps around all you other young shows out there that's rocking them shirts that y'all be rocking and should be rocking the shirt. Here's some people. Like, follow, subscribe. The link's in the bio. All right? Go ahead and get you some. Get in when you fit in. All right? Hit the bell notification. We go live. You know we are live. This is Unpopular Review Wrestling, and this is the Mike Knoxxx Show, brought to you by the BDSIR Radio Networks. That's right, y'all. It never gonna die, never will die. Perfect Plex Talk Radio, the best damn show in radio. I am the $1 million host. You are the $1 million audience. Let's tag together and have to form the $1 million connection. And 10 years for a decade. See, y'all want to talk about having podcasts. Y'all want to go out there and get a microphone and say, what does it take to do this? It takes hard work, dedication. You can't always be Adrian Bronner. You gotta have to want to make yourself be, okay, TBE, Floyd Mayweather. Some people are talented. Some people are gifted. I'm God gifted. And for 10 years, the dedication from this godly man holding me down backstage, 301 King Vaughn Jr. 720 on the Twitter. The Victorious Ones podcast, making it the show for the stars, Ayatollahs and rock and rollers listen to. And for 16 years, we're going to end this thing the right way. And it is what started off the year. I was there. I was there. The Royal Rumble, right? The Royal Rumble, it's what kicks off the year. That's what makes right now this show so fucking fire. Although, damn you, Triple H and TKO and your expensive ass prices on shit. Just to let you know, it is no longer acceptable for a family to go to a wrestling event without spending about a G. Flat out. I'm not talking about spending a G on parking, on concession, and on merchandising. I'm talking about just buying the goddamn ticket. Okay? Just buying the goddamn ticket. It's just, your prices is insane. Damn! I'm serious. Like, how do you expect a family of 4, right? I'm a family of 5, 6, 7, actually, with my grandson now, total, right? We ain't going on there wrestling. Just like I want to see this man back on their feet, on the middle. Oh, what the? We gonna kick his damn head off every single time we can do it. All right? So we got a proper limit policy. But the Royal Rumble was a great show. I was there in Tampa. Terrible seats. Never get terrible seats, but we had terrible seats. All right, I'm gonna be honest. Terrible seats. Some of y'all used to having terrible seats like that. Because some of y'all, and I love y'all for this. All right. It may seem like I'm making fun of you, but I'm not. I love you for this. You don't give a fuck where you sit. As long as you're in the building, it's euphoric for you. For me, once you've been to the mountaintop and you go back to the barn, the outhouse, it ain't fun for the rest of us, okay? But Cody wins the Royal Rumble. Things is fine, right? Everybody's happy. Or were we? Were we happy that Cody won? The Cody Crybabies didn't exist at this point. This is how the year started. Look how long ago that was, right? The Cody Crybabies didn't exist at that time, okay? But they exist now, okay? Because right after that, we got this piss poor performance by y'all's favorite, Cody Rhodes. And I say this in all the respect, right? Because if I do this, Vaughn, they always be like, yo, Mike, you don't like Cody Rhodes. I love Cody Rhodes more than you. You guys just started liking Cody Rhodes. And remember one thing and one thing only when we're on here on the Mike Knoxxx Show on Unpopular.
Breaking news. This just in. The thoughts and opinions of Mike Knoxxx solely belong to Mike Knoxxx and does not represent Unpopular Reviews Wrestling in any way. Now back to the show for the intelligent wrestling fans.
Thank you, TJ. So he goes to SmackDown. Look how long ago this was. And he says, not just a liver spot, not a chicken spot, not a dog spot, not my ball spot, but you can have my spot. And people were like confused, thrown into a tiffy. But no, not me. You know why not me, Vaughn? Y'all know why in the comments. Comment below. Let me know. You know why? Because the only thing that matters is Rock and Roman. When are you guys going to understand that? I digress. Then come the press conference. And I'm going to say this in disrespect to those who call him this and not in respect that I'm calling him this. Cody Raheem Rhodes got the Raheem smacked out of him because there is no black in Cody Rhodes. I need to stop that bullshit, okay? I love Cody Rhodes, all right? Mama Rhodes, I love her too, okay? But damn, this moment, don't you talk about my family, you some bitch. Changed it all. Now, this is to me, and it one moment of the year here on Unpopular Review Wrestling. Go back and watch the award show. Very good show. Long, but very, very good content. Love my team. This changed the trajectory of the year. It really did. This, because what we all thought, and this is the thing about wrestling where you never know, right? You never know what's really happening in wrestling. You just don't, right? So you got to make sure when, excuse me, something in my eye, wearing glasses all these years. For those who wear glasses all these years, more power to you, okay? Because this shit is annoying, okay? But this changed everything. Everybody thought we were going to get Rock Roman. It's what we thought, right? It tells us stories. We don't know what we're really going to get, but that was what the consensus was. Then Cody run the Rumble, which, if you go back, I thought was a bad move. I just did. It should have been Punk. It could have been Drew. It could have been anybody else but Cody Rhodes. Because that let me know that we were going to not get Rock and Roman. And everybody at this moment thought this is, with him giving his spot up, shaking the hand, it didn't make any sense. I do still think, right, this may be one of the world's myths, right? Is there a Loch Ness monster? Did dragons really exist? Do you believe in aliens? Was this always supposed to be this way? Or did the crybabies bitch and complain and got their way, and then this happened at the press conference? The world may never know, like, how many licks it takes to get this number of Tootsie Roll Pop. We all know it only takes 3. Al told us it takes 3 licks to get this number of Tootsie Roll Pops. All right? So stop all the nonsense. Okay? But at this moment, we knew for sure we were not getting Rock and Roman. And what we also know is some very good advice.
Avoid the clap, Jimmy Dugan. Wow!
That's good advice!
So, we move on. Another great moment this year. And I know that the payoff, may he rest in peace, like Bray Wyatt, didn't pay off for us, getting Uso versus Uso. But the lead up to Uso versus Uso for me, for this Uso fan, for this guy right here who has been down since day one-ish and has the merchandise to prove it, I hated this moment, but I knew it was happening. I hated the split of the Usos. I hated it. But if I was going to get it, I wanted to get it great. And if I think about it, outside of Bret and Owen, do we have a really good brother-brother wrestling match? Bret and Owen's all we really got. I wonder why. And I know the consensus thinks the match was trash. I understood the story they were trying to tell, although I can also, from watching the match live and watching it again back several times, they were nervous, and I don't know why. I'd like to interview them one day. If you're listening to Usos, Uncle Keish, you know what I'm saying? I want to know the answer to that question. Back in March, Bret and Owen is the measure of the stick for brother. It has to be. Vaughn, it has to be. Bret and Owen, clearly. But back in March, we got the end of the career of Sting. And I don't really think, because of the AEW ties, the not so good, if you will, ending to his WWE career, what we're supposed to get from Sting. And I cannot let what happened in his career, and I love that title, executive consultant, hated that title. I would have never brought that title, but shout out to DC the Collector for gifting me that title. That's a really clean belt. And I'm not mad how Sting went out, because he went out how every legend should want to go out, and that's the way they want to go out. Everybody's not a legend. Don't sit here and tell me that Enzo Amore should have the way he should end his career the way he wants to. What has Enzo Amore done in wrestling other than have a great microphone career? But I can name at least 20 who have had the same kind of great microphone career that did not pan out to be a god-darn thing. Okay? Sting went out the way he should have went out on top. I didn't care. He wanted to go out. Even though he didn't want to win that way, let me go back. I contradict myself. All the welcome country. Let me go. I remember the story now. He thought he shouldn't win the belt. That's what he thought. He said that in the press conference. But right here, as The Rock turns heel, he shows up on SmackDown and he throws the L up. Remember that? Is this really wrestling? What's really happening? He threw the L up. Does that mean he's going to turn on them? What's going to be here? What's going to happen here? Oh no, not The Rock and Roman. This doesn't seem right. And then the best backstage segment this side of the Attitude Era. Look at you now. Look at you now. Happened in professional wrestling. And mixtapes was made. This is why I like I will always be in favor of my people. Don't even ask me.
Who are you rooting for tonight?
I'm rooting for everybody black. I am.
But wrestling fans next to my black people is the greatest community, because y'all are all fucking stupid, crazy, and insane. And there's not a single word to describe the wrestling community, right? I decided this from a wrestling mother, wrestling wife, wrestling girlfriend, which was my wife through the years, to go to WrestleMania and to hear her talk to other people, like random non-pseudo wrestling fans, tell them, oh, you got to be there. Shows you just a little bit of the taste of what it is to actually live in the world, because there's not a day don't go past I don't agree, disagree, and want to smack a motherfucker that's a wrestling fan on wrestling on some group from some bullshit they posted. Okay, so y'all be coming up with some of the dumbest shit.
That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life. There's no wonder you get D's and everything.
Pentagon can't do a power. He can't do a super kick. I thought that was. Anyway, Mama Rose, look at you now. One of the best moments this year in professional wrestling. Best rivalry this entire year. Second best to Swerve and Hangman Page, respectfully, to me. Number 2. Second best rivalry this year in wrestling is Hangman Page and Swerve. I think AEW kind of fumbled with Swerve Strickland. Talk about him a little bit later. But rivalry of the year. You thought we fantasy booked Punk versus Seth. That's not what we got at all.
Charlotte Flair is the greatest women's wrestler of all time.
Tell me when I'm telling lies.
Just my opinion, and it's only entertainment. But WrestleMania moments back in April as well, because that happened in April. Night 2 of WrestleMania. Absolutely. If you are a Attitude Era, if you are which I personally think that the Ruthless Aggression era in wrestling is the best wrestling era. I grew up in the golden 80s, whatever they call the classic years, Attitude Era. I've been here for 44 years in wrestling. to me, the best era. And this humble, well, I'm not humble at all, so I don't even know why the hell I said some shit.
Ain't a man alive who can touch my button. If I had one, you wouldn't be able to locate it. Can't no man knock me out. I'm tired of being humble. I'm tired of letting people think they got a chance.
So, the Ruthless Aggression era is the best era in all of wrestling to me. But this moment at WrestleMania Night 2 was incredible. Taker, Cena, all of it. Him handing off the belt to Mama Rose. Being a huge Dusty Rhodes fan, and I said earlier in the show, for those who are new to the program, you're listening to Unpopular Review Entertainment. Please like, follow, subscribe, comment to our Patreon below as well. Help us get things a little bit better around here. You're listening to the award-winning Mike Knoxxx Show. But Cody's moment, like I said earlier in the show, was I don't like how he won. Not saying how he won the title. Let me rephrase that. For the what did he say? What did he say? What I'm saying is, I want it for the purposes of how long does Rock have, how long does Roman have, how long I have waited for it. Just like you fans out there have waited for Sting and Taker. Never happened, never will, unless it's at an indie show. I don't see Taker doing an indie show. Okay, but who knows? He might need a triple knee replacement. I don't know. Okay. I truly loved Cody Rhodes, every iteration of Cody Rhodes, including this one, although it's not my favorite iteration of Cody Rhodes, right? The American-made, American Nightmare, today's Republicans, Cody Rhodes. That's all. Other than that, I love Cody. He is the face of the WWE right now. I wanted Rock and Roman, and I still think Rock and Roman would have been better. You are not my tribal chief, Vaughn. This moment this year, when they put Paul Heyman through a table, was insane. We'll be right back, y'all, with the Mike Knoxxx Show. Award-winning, I love the progression era. The award-winning Michaela Wonders is up next. We'll be right back, y'all, the Mike Knoxxx Show.
Girl, Welcome to Wondering About WWE. I'm Michaela, and we are just wondering about WWE, my favorite wrestling moments of 2024. Before we get into this, I just want to say happy holidays and happy New Year's, even though they're technically both holidays. And I hope you guys had an amazing 2024, and I wish you guys an amazing 2025. But that's not why you're here. Let's lead into my favorite wrestling moments of 2024. We're going to start off strong with something that probably not a lot of you cared about, but it was Naomi coming back at the Royal Rumble. And as I continuously state, Naomi is my favorite wrestler. I do not care what you guys say. Just her coming back as the second, I think she was the second entry at the Royal Rumble with her OG music playing and everybody being able to recognize it, and just I screamed so loud because how excited I was that my throat started to hurt. And I know exactly how it happened too. I was just in the kitchen making popcorn. Royal Rumble had just started. I thought Naomi was going to come back. I didn't think she was going to be entry number 2. And then she showed up and I just went off. Probably just my mom when I watched that. And then we have Jade Cargill showing up at the Royal Rumble. And I didn't watch NXT or AEW or whatever she was in before it. I just knew her and I was excited for her to join Raw or SmackDown. So when she showed up, I was also just really excited. And I was so mad when they eliminated her because she got jumped. And then we have Cody winning and beating Roman Reigns. I was not rooting for Cody, but it was a very big moment, and it was, I can say, one of my favorite moments. But I was not happy when he won at first. I was just sitting at the Dave & Buster's, just watching, living my life, having fun, and my dad kept saying throughout the whole day, it's gonna be like Endgame, and they're all gonna show up and jump Roman and then beat him. And I knew he was right the moment I heard John Cena's music start playing. So I just sat there like, dang it. Dad's right again, as always. And then we have the final boss, The Rock's entrance at Royal Rumble, his new entrance with the lightning, pow, pow, pow. I was in the hotel when I watched that, and I was so excited. It's such a cool entrance. Like, the entrance itself is his own pyro. He doesn't even need pyro, but he got it anyways because he's the final boss. It was just a whole big moment. I enjoyed it. And then we have Roman Reigns coming back at SummerSlam, and it was a really big moment. It was a good day too. I was really excited. I do remember a couple things. I know I told myself, I told it to my dad, I was like, if Roman shows up tonight, I'll start recording segments on your show. And I kept that promise. And now I won Best Segment of 2024. It was a really big thing. I remember screaming so loud, I think I woke my mom up. But I couldn't stop screaming. I was so happy. And then it's also when The Rock showed up. I don't remember what pay-per-view, but when he did the 1, 2, 3 and started all the theories and stuff. But as you guys know, I can't really talk about it all like this, so let's go back over to the real Tribal Chief.
Hey, this is Matthew Brittle, the King of Bros, and you're listening to the Mike Knoxxx Show on Unpopular Review, bro.
Excuse me! This is Vicky Guerrero, and you're listening to the Soul and Sports with Mike Knoxxx and the crew. Orale!
Welcome back to the Mike Knoxxx Show. Michaela wondering about 2024. Baby girl, I screamed and danced like the black boy I seen at WrestleMania 28 when Flo Rida came out, when Naomi came out in your honor. I was doing everything if you was there. And The Rock's entrance to me is the greatest entrance in the history of professional wrestling. I'm sorry. It's to this day, that lightning entrance, that fire he stepped into. I'm sorry, wrestling fans. That is exactly what wrestling is about. What a year. What a review, Michaela Wonders, the award-winning Best Segment of the Year. Listen, this show is just awesome. We've got nominees. We got winners. We got continual being nominees. This is the show for the intelligent wrestling fan, and so you're welcome here to join us anytime you want to. Like, follow, subscribe, please. You're not my tribal chief moment. You saw that in my intro today. What a great moment. Solo's Bloodline. Now, let me just say this to the executive consultant, who this is his new tribal chief. I don't like it, but that's his tribal chief. I can say I'm not the guy who hates on Sug Sakua. Sug Sakua Solo. Okay? Shug Solo Sakua, whatever the hell you want to put in place of him. This man's rise has been awesome. Okay? I didn't think he could do it. He did it. He brought the Tungans with him. Next Monday's Night Raw, as we go into the Mike Knoxxx Show, tell you right now, the Mike Knoxxx Show will be live streaming that first Raw show for sure. And this is something we have to get together and just watch this thing together and see who gets that Eufaula once and for all. Back in June, Queen Nia showed you motherfuckers. I got to cuss when I talk about the Queen because y'all hate her. Y'all hate Queen Nia so much, it makes no sense. Why y'all hate her so damn much? You bitches.
Is it the barbershop? Is it the barbershop?
Yes, it is.
Uh-huh. I mean, we can't talk straight in the barbershop.
Well,
then where can we talk straight? We can't talk straight nowhere else. You know, this ain't nothing but healthy conversation.
That's all. Queen Nia, back in June, one of the best moments of this year. Listen, you thought I'd go this long? I did go 30 minutes before I brought up AEW. I did. So I was listening to my kicks are my fix nephew Corey. Wrestling Marks Excellence. To me, I'm a belt king. He's a belt emperor. And they were talking about AEW. And the gentleman that was speaking, I don't know his name, and I apologize. Nothing rude towards the gentleman. But he mentioned having the understanding of what you're watching. And I said, see, he's an intelligent wrestling fan. Because I always say that. It's AEW my wrestling company. No, it's not. Do I watch AEW? Yes, I do. Do I forget about AEW? Sometimes I do. Do I forget about it on Wednesdays? Not really. I do another show on Unpop Review Entertainment called The Challenge Reviews, and I'm not doing the Challenge Reviews. It's Bay Day with the wife. I think every man who has a girl or girl who has a man should know how to trick, and that means go ahead and spend time with your significant other. Find a day. If not, my motto is FDK. You know what I mean? So figure that out. So AEW is not for everybody. But to say the things they've done this year are not good, to say the return of someone at World's End named Kenny Omega was not big is criminal. Because that federation needs this man. The problem with Kenny Omega is I don't think Kenny Omega is going to wrestle again. Or let me rephrase that because I don't know. I don't have no information when I say that. I'm not a Dave Meltzer, fuck you, Dave, all that shit, whatever. Fuck you, Sam Roth, whatever them motherfuckers are. Fuck them all. Okay? Hashtag Death to Dirt Sheets. Okay. I know that he had the same intestinal disease that Brock Lesnar had, that I myself have had. And I'm nowhere near in the shape of him. I can't wrestle like him, nor will I ever be able to wrestle like him. But see, in my hands, this is a pipe bomb. In your hands, this is a microphone. He's not that good with a microphone. However, he's still great in that fucking squared circle, without question. Kenny Omega. Him returning at World's End in whatever capacity they can have him, I think is good for that company. Edge returning now, I just don't know. Adam Copeland, you fucked up my night when you showed up and went after another member of the Shield. You just hate the fucking Shield so much. John Moxley needs somebody. Edge is there. He got hurt. He wasn't supposed to get hurt. No one's supposed to get hurt. Let's see what happens. I'm here for it, Mr. Copeland. These matches, though. These matches. Mariah May beating Thunder Rosa. Okay. Great match. MJF versus Adam Cole. I don't know what's going on with that rivalry anymore. I just fell out of love with it. I just don't care about that rivalry. And I like MJF and I want to like Adam Cole, baby. I got 3 baby shirts. I don't get it. Mercedes Moné beating the Misfits' own Chris Statlander. I don't get that. Mercedes, let me just say this to you, right? We're not going to call you formerly known as Sasha Banks. Mercedes Moné. Whatever it is you're doing with your story, can you make it seem like you are not Superman? What is your kryptonite? I'm a Superman mark. I've watched that Superman trailer 30 times. I don't know why. I love it that much, and I cannot wait for it. And if it sucks, it's on me for being so hyped. Okay? But I got the greatest hopes for that movie. Mercedes Moné, come on, girl. You got to do something. You have to change something in your story. You got to fix it. You have to, Mercedes. You just have to. But I think if what happened to Ricochet on Saturday would have happened to Ricochet inside of a WWE ring, I don't care that Swerve Strickland himself did it. It was not cool to throw toilet paper at that man. I thought World's End was a good pay-per-view. Very good showing for those guys. I was impressed. But we go back to AEW Dynasty, where we did get Swerve Strickland. At this point in time, remember, Vaughn, before the world started calling him this, you tweeted it. It's there. We have the facts. I called him the best wrestler in the world. At this point, I don't care what people say about what they say. Doesn't matter. If you're watching professional wrestling without any bias towards this is my favorite company, that's not my favorite company, that company has more pyro, no one's buying shirts here, insert any other excuse that you have to not like AEW so you don't understand what story he was telling and they were letting him tell. He was the best wrestler in the world in all intents purposes. I don't like that Rusev Day got over because of Rusev Day. But Swerve When I Drive got over enough like that, in a sense. Okay? They got everybody dancing with Prince Nana. DMV zone. Okay? When things like that happen in professional wrestling, it's amazing. And as a black man, this was a great moment, but they fumbled him. They fumbled him big. That press conference was so fire. Floyd Mayweather's there. The money team's there. And I get that he had to drop it. But damn. Becky Lynch leaving, but if you notice on the NXT, the Netflix commercial for Raw, she's in the commercial. What does that exactly mean? We know they're pulling out all the stops. Like I said, these tickets is ridiculous. When you go look at tickets for Raw, it tells you Netflix episode 1, 2, 3, 4. That's how they number them of the Raws. They don't say Raw in that city. It says Raw number 2, Raw number 3 for Netflix. Seats in the 100 section, Vaughn. You've been to wrestling a bunch of times. I go to wrestling. They normally run you, say, a Raw or a SmackDown about $80. Maybe, how close to Mania? $100. I think that's a decent price. $325? That is a ridiculous markup, WWE. And I'm sorry. Becky Lynch walked out. Will she be back? John Cena in July said this is his last year. It fucked up my whole year, Vaughn. Fucked up my entire year. You know why? I had plans this year. I had plans. Me and the family. We had plans. Now all of a sudden, I want to go to WrestleMania. I want to go to Toronto. I want to go wherever John Cena is to say goodbye because I'm not afraid to say I had all those Fruity Pebble t-shirts. There it is. All right. There it is. Mariah May heel turn, one of the biggest, if not the biggest moment next to Swerve Strickland in AEW the entire. Matter of fact, it is the biggest moment in AEW next to Swerve Strickland winning that title this past year. We're going to take a break, y'all. We're going to come back with This Week in Pro Wrestling. We'll be right back, y'all. The Mike Knoxxx Show.
We also get some footage over the weekend of Dion Lennox and Carmen chatting about Ashanti. He's saying he thinks that she should apologize for what happened. She agrees, and they hug, and like every single cliche teen TV show, apparently, if a man and a woman hug each other and they're friends, oh my God, the world is going to explode because the person that you like is hugging a friend. Oh my God, it's a crime. It's so horrible. It's so evil. Wake up, Ashanti. This isn't the 1950s. She's not your property. Okay? And if you don't want to be yours, don't be some kind of way with her. Because I know if a man acted like that when I'm hugging a friend of mine, we done.
You know what? It is
sent off to
way
Pluto.
Too common.
Pluto's not a planet no more, so bye.
Way too common. It's and I love that they included that tonight because it is something that needs to be addressed. People can be friends. They can be friends with whoever they want, and you know what? Stay out of it.
So we have a backstage with Rey Mysterio.
Rey Mysterio, of all freaking people, this hypocrite, terrible father of the year of the decade, has the nerve to sit here and judge the New Day. Right? Terrible father. Dirty Dom had to raise himself. Thank God they found Liv Morgan. And you have the nerve to sit here and judge them? That's why I don't like you, right?
Who are you talking to?
Talking to Rey Mysterio.
Oh. Rey Mysterio informs the New Day that nobody wants him in the locker room.
Nobody wants to see Rey Mysterio. He's just upset about that.
What do you mean? Rey Mysterio is great. He can still move. He can still fly.
Rey Mysterio, who just turned 50 years old.
And he looks like he's still 30 years old.
You're able to see that through the mask, huh?
I sure can.
Yo, it's crime time. EST. Soul Man, Rocky Johnson. It's the Honky Tonk Man. NWO. Can you smell what The Rock is cooking? UPR and Around the Blocks give to you This Week in Wrestling History with King Von.
It was of course, everybody. This is King Von Jr., the Victorious Ones podcast, and Perfect Plex Talk Radio, here to give you the week in wrestling history. I also hope that everyone enjoyed the Christmas, and may you all have a very happy New Year as well. So, of course, on December 27th, 1998, at WCW Starrcade, that's when Kevin Nash ended Goldberg streak and won his first out of 5 WCW World Heavyweight Championships, something that Bad Guy Jack would to absolutely celebrate about. That's another story. December 28th, 1998, an episode of Monday Night Raw from Massachusetts. Mankind won the WWF Championship in a match with The Rock. And so, of course, the match aired 6 days later on an upcoming episode of WWE Monday Nitro that was based around Kevin Nash defending the WCW title against Hogan. But, of course, we all know that was the same Raw, where Shivani said put the bus in seats. But, of course, like I said, this is Mankind's first WWF, championship. So it's very celebratory. And, of course, it was a game changer as far as ratings. December 29th, 1997. December 29th, 1997, WCW presented the most successful pay-per-view of all time, Starrcade 97. Of course, that's when Sting defeated Hollywood HH to become the WCW World Heavyweight Champion. And of course, on December 30th, 2020, AEW presented a special edition of Dynamite in memory of the late Brody Lee, also formerly known as Luke Harper in WWE. January 1st, 2018, Raw was held in Miami, Florida, and of course on the show, Roman Reigns retained the Intercontinental Championship in a hard-hitting match against Samoa Joe. January 2nd, 2006, on Monday Night Raw in East Rutherford, New Jersey, we saw first blood match in the main event between Kurt Angle and John Cena. Of course, after the referee was knocked down, Angle connected with a chair shot to Cena's head, busted him open. With the referee still down, Angle goes for the FU, which is Cena's finisher, but it's reversed by Cena to a STFU submission. Angle starts to tap. As officials dragged over and the bell is called for, and his first blood match of the match. Of course, the winner obviously is Kurt. As far as birthdays, December 30th, Ray Phoenix turns 34. January 1st, Jimmy Hart turns 81, and Bobby Roode turns 47 as well. On January 3rd, Jim Ross turns 72, and New Jack Whip turns 62. That's your week in wrestling history. Mike Knoxxx, back to you.
Yo, it's crime time. EST. Soul Man, Rocky Johnson. It's the Honky Tonk Man, NWO. Can you smell what The Rock is cooking? UPR and Around the Blocks give to you This Week in Wrestling History with King Von.
One without the other isn't any good. Oh, I knew he was going to do that.
What a show. Listen, welcome back, y'all, to the Mike Knoxxx Show here on Unpopular View. Wrestling, entertainment as well. Things coming around the mountain when she comes, if you will, so to speak. Check it out. But we're talking wrestling 2024, the year that we've had in wrestling this past year. And again, I left off that before the commercial break with Mariah's May's moment here against one Toni Storm. Back in August, greatest month of all time. Why? Because I was born in August. You know what I mean? So was Shawn Michaels. So was President Barack Obama. So was Michael Jackson. So guess what? I got 2 words for you.
I want you to fire me, you fucking Mark! Too sweet!
But Daniel Bryan, the Yes Movement himself, winning the AEW title. People didn't like how he won it, where he won it, who he won it from, but he did it. He got it. What a moment. Is it a bigger moment than Cody's at WrestleMania? No, it's not. Not even close. You thought I was going to say something different, please. Yo, crazy. Get out of here with that dumb shit. Oh, that was a great moment. But I love the moment nonetheless. I'm always have been, always will be a huge Daniel Bryan Danielson mark. Doesn't fade. SummerSlam is when, and I'm going to say this. We are at the end of the year. We know coming up this week is January. Royal Rumble's not till February. Fuck you, Triple H. Love you, but fuck you. Right? There's no January pay-per-view, but there is a January Saturday Night Main Event, which, if there's any indication what the first one was, they'll get your knickers on the bunch. But WrestleMania, SummerSlam, Royal Rumble, this summer changed the whole entire year. Well, we got a whole half a year that happened. We got to August and shit hit the fan. As friend of the program, I've interviewed him before, Justin Roberts would say, and does say. Dirty Dom turning, this moment with Liv, this elevation of Liv Morgan from mid to main event Morgan. From mid, I want you to hear me. I love you, Michaela. From mid. No, I love you, Michaela. From led to main event Morgan was right here when the best match all year, who has melded in all year, Rhea Ripley this year has done nothing in wrestling, y'all. I'm sorry. All her attention is to what she does to get the internet to get her attention. She's twerking. She's on the match with her butt shaking. No. Her matches have not been that great. Her run was not that great. Coming back with the Phantom of the Opera mask has not been that great. I like Rhea Ripley. To me, Liv Morgan is bigger than her this year. I said it. I meant it. I move on. But this match was fucking amazing because I thought her arm was really fucking dislocated. She put that shit in like, who should not be named, because I hope you get right. Yeah, that man's insane. Never say his name, okay, on a Brawl Pro. He is Voldemort to me, not Chris Benoit. But this ascension of my man Dirty Dom with Liv Morgan was amazing. The return of the OTC is my second favorite. Damn, I don't even know. If I had to, it's 1, 2, or 3. It's 1, 2, or 3 for me, Vaughn. The return to OTC. At the time, it was number one moment for me. Right? And then I saw the Usos hug it out. So I don't know. So you know what? This was the moment. The way the shirts popped off the shelves when he popped up, the way that belt sold out of the original Tribal Chiefs Acknowledgement belt sold out, this is the number one moment of the year. AEW fans, I tried to make them feel good for you. You know what I'm saying? I've been in your events. Companies End didn't happen. World's End happened. Not Companies End. It's kind of close to being Companies End, but World End just happened. I love you, but don't sit there and try to tell me that anything that happened in AEW this year was bigger than this shit right here. Nothing. Nothing. The past 3 months of the WWE from August, September, from Bad Blood, it's been phenomenal. And we didn't even have AJ Styles because his punk ass got hurt. Okay. But Roman coming back at SummerSlam, goated. The fight backstage, which is it's my third favorite rivalry of the year. It's Kevin Owens versus everybody. Right? Because him and Cody right now, it's goated. Well, he beating Cody's ass backstage the way The Rock beat his ass backstage, but a different kind of way The Rock beat his ass backstage, was fucking goated. Go ahead, Kevin Owens. Fight, Kevin, fight. The face-off. And this is why Kevin Owens is right. The face-off. Yeah, Cody crybabies, I'm talking to you. You talking to me? Well, shit, I'm black, ain't I?
I'm black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm blacker than black, and I'm...
Yeah. Yes, I know I am. But this moment from the turncoat, Cody Rhodes, this is cinema. They do cinema. The WWE, Vaughn, here go a tweet. I ain't said that in a while. This end of the year. WWE does cinema better than Tubi, Netflix, all put together. Don't you sit here and tell me a Tubi movie's fucking good. No. Netflix makes horrible movies too. The WWE puts cinema together. Rolling in with the entourage, and I'm rewatching the entourage for the 100th time. Coming in like the ain't no messing with a country boy. Got his little his Shelby. Oh, this was his moment. Meet at the 50-yard line. This was classic. That was classic. But then the other big one there, number 5 for me this year. Yeet! Jey Uso finally getting a title. But you know what's bigger than Jey Uso finally winning that title, Vaughn? We go back to Raw. It's in the play of the year. We're gonna replay it again. Was definitely when he stopped him the first time, Big Jim with the big toe. Stopped him from getting the title and rung the bell. That was awesome. That was so fucking awesome. I absolutely loved it. All Elite women are fans of the Mike Knoxxx Show. I love it. I love it. I love it. All Elite women are running. Listen, they're going to take over. I got to get my shit together. All right. Then Bad Blood came. Oh, I'm sorry. I said it earlier, right, Vaughn? I'm sorry. I know you go to church. Kids, I know you're listening. Earmuffs. Fuck you, Dave Meltzer. This was a 5-fucking-star match. This ain't a 5-star match. The fact that anybody pays attention to his ratings. So not him. He's been in this game longer than me. He's been closer to the business longer than me. I'm not saying that don't mean the motherfucker knows shit. Okay? The people sat on the right hand of Jesus, they were still dumb and died. Okay? So all I'm trying to say is to not have a single 5-star match in the history of WWE is dumb as hell. Okay? And yes, you may be having legions of idiots that follow you around, but seriously.
That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life. There's no wonder you get...
This match is a 5-star match. Story, blood, intensity. This is rivalry of the year. And they didn't have to pull out a syringe or none of that dumb shit that AEW did. I'm sorry. You can be violent. You can be ultra violent. There is no place for ultra violence in wrestling, period. I attended a beautiful show last night, Vaughn, called AWE, Atlanta Wrestling Entertainment. Great show. I'm not a big fan of indies. Just never been my thing. I know everybody comes from there and, you know, but I truly had a great time. The representation was amazing of every single thing, and it just blew me away. I can't wait to go back February 25th at down in Atlanta. AJ Francis will be there in the building. But then we got the return before Crown Jewel of the Usos. Go speak to him. Go get it fixed. Fix this thing, Vaughn. Great. Then November came, and who did it? Is it Bow Wow? Is it Charlotte Flair now? We all know who Charlotte Flair is, don't you? If you don't know, you're about to find it again.
Charlotte Flair is the greatest women's wrestler of all time.
Tell me when I'm telling lies.
Did she do it to herself? A thin line between love and hate. She's jealous of Bianca because Bianca's been carrying her like Grogu in The Mandalorian. They say she's off doing a movie. They say she's in NXT hiding. They say, we don't know what the fuck's going on. She just ain't there. Storyline tells us somebody beat her ass. We're going to find out coming up soon. I predict that. WarGames happened, Vaughn. WarGames happened. And this is the image of the year for me. Not the Usos face-to-face, because that image to me was bigger than Jade and Bianca face-to-face both times. Jimmy and Jade face-to-face was my moment of the year. Image of the year, along with Sami Zayn in the crowd in Canada, was sick with it. Okay. Sting's celebration when he wins the title, and Sting's coming out with his sons with all the Stings. Those are my moments of the year. And honorable mention would have to truly go to 6 tsunami drops. Survivor Series just took the game. WarGames took the cup. The ladies showed out, popped out, and showed people how to do it. Just what a year. And then we're in the month we're in now. And like the Usos breaking up, 2 things tell me this about this story. This is how you go 50-50. This is how you go 50-50 booking, Vaughn. I said it already before. Either he ain't coming back ever, or he's coming back to be a heel. Because how they turned on Big E. You saw it in the commercial we played with Big Moments of the Year. Towards the end there. He said, I broke my neck. Kofi said, so what? What he did last week in his mama. This heel moment from the New Day is just amazing. What a year in wrestling this year, Vaughn. Honorable mention, like I said, going back to the Usos together, going to go snuff out. See if he can talk to Jay, bring him back to the fold. BGM had one. BGM had a hell of a year. Them coming out to show, for those who did not know, Simone Biles, the greatest gymnast of all time. These are the outfits, colors, exactly schemes that she wore in the Olympics. On the day she was in the Olympics, when the Olympics was going on, which was, if this was not a wrestling show, Steph Curry and the men's basketball team winning the gold medal is my favorite moment of the year because they show me what they're supposed to do and show that American has dominance in the Olympics. And they were 4 legends on the court, and it was amazing. LeBron carried us there, and Steph won the game, point blank. But these girls are in wrestling because what they could not do 20 years ago because of Vincent Kennedy McMahon, who got outed this year, right? That's in there. I don't got no imagery. I don't think it's there. I think it might be there. But this moment was great. And if you knew what it was, the representation from my daughter, for my daughters, for other young black girls out there, other brown colored skin girls out there, for just girls, period. This was a great moment, and I loved it. And again, there it is, Vincent Kennedy McMahon. No longer a part of WWE. The Netflix documentary came out, and like what, I love social media. Without social media, I could not have done this for 16 years. I would have met Vaughn. I would have met executive consultant. I wouldn't have met Dice Man. I would have met a lot of people. Social media, because where I'm from, I don't live there no more. I don't live in a city. Refuse to ever live in a city again. I live in nice suburban places is what I do. Social media is horrible because everybody has a voice, good, bad, or indifferent. And the things that people do, and I'm not sticking up for some man. You did the certain shit you did. You did it. You fucking did it. Did he done it? Okay? But we have to stop crucifying people just so much. That's all I'm going to say about that. Okay? Some of the stuff in the beginning, if I ask you if you guys ask me as a couple to sleep with my wife and I, no, we're not that kind of way. That's not my kink. Let me just say that right here and there. And I was to accept that, though. That's my business. That's all I'm going to say. What a year. WrestleMania. I had to put that in there, Vaughn. I thought that's I had to put that in there, Vaughn. I love this moment this year with my family. It's here again because in 2024, we were the show of the year. Host of the year, nominees between this week in wrestling history, King Vaughn Jr., winner wrestling, winner with WWE with Michaela. We come to pop out and show people this is what we do here. Victorious Ones podcast. I'm glad I was able to be a baton to pass to you, to give you confidence, I believe, in doing the things you do. Black Wrestling Roundtable, Jobber Tears podcast, whatever it is you do, and you're welcome. That's what I'm gonna say to that. So this moment with Roman in the ring on SmackDown, I apologize earlier. This is the scene of the year, not him coming out at SummerSlam. It was this moment right here, because all you fickle fucking fans that booed Roman Reigns for 10 fucking years, all threw them ones up, you fickle motherfuckers. And then again, I said it earlier, the images of The Rock at WrestleMania, the greatest entrance of all time, the people's champion, came to be the people. I said this one too as well, with Sami Zayn in the crowd. Just wonderful, wonderful moments from this past year. Thank you all for being a part of what we do here. And from myself, from my family, going into year 16, I want to give credit to my wife, who allows me to be me. I don't think people can truly understand what relationships is. It's a lot of give and take. It's a lot of not getting what you want if it hurts someone else. And that's not meaning I'm not happy. That means that, hey, there's give and take. It's a tug of war. And in that tug of war of 26 years together, 21 years married, for the 16 years I've done the Mike Knoxxx Show, the best damn show in radio, Perfect Plex Talk Radio, Soul in Sports, Fox Sports Radio, she has been by my side, pushing me to be better, better, and better. And going to year 16, we continue to do just that. The 1-7 is here. It's my Sweet 16. I want to thank you guys for being the best part of what I do. I want to thank you, Vaughn, for helping me be the best part of what I do as well, for always being there, for being a very good, what they say, sweat equity employee, which means more than anything, next to my wife, you are my biggest fan. And it shows because you're here every single week. Mad Dog Kelly Pullovers, hey, Mike, thoughts on, nope. Hashtag, as I've told you since you've been here, death to dirt sheets. The fact that I saw it, the fact that I got tagged in it, the fact that someone sent it to me, I want to say, fuck y'all. I love y'all, but fuck you. I do not want to know what happens at the end of the next Avengers movie or at Spider-Man or at Superman, I don't want to know that what's going to happen in the Royal Rumble. It ruins the show. Do not care. I will forever have the hashtag death to dirt sheets. But with that being said, guys, do me a favor. Again, thank you to my family. Thank you to my fans. Thank you to those who are not fans. If you don't like it, listen anyway. It is still the show for the intelligent wrestling fan, because at the end of the day, do not wake up tomorrow morning and say to yourself, I love me some me. And I do. And don't love God. I'm out of here, y'all.
Jim.
Fingers.
Previously on the Mike Knoxxx Show.
With the big toe.
Doing big things.
Yeah, doing big things.
I really should have knocked your ass out.
I want it. Now you got nothing.
That this just kind of feels right.
Those 3 little words.
At the head of the table. Favorites is none other than Bill Goldberg.
Tsunami!
Now, Mama Rose.
Mama!
Got a special gift. Look at this. Here's your belt.
Here's your belt. Oh, right in front of his wife. Right in front of his wife. Oh, right in front of his wife. Underrated star of the year, too, Chad Gable. People say he got murdered and he rose from the grave like a zombie. There it is.
You left us.
I broke my neck. So what?
Oh, he stuck the rock. Look at that. I'm getting goosebumps just watching the Rock's entrance. That Money in the Bank briefcase. Oh, there it is. There it is. So many images. So many great things this year in professional wrestling, people. The return of Shinsuke Nakamura. Oh, you remember that? Oh, yeah, he beat the living shit. And them ones was fired over CM Punk.
5.
Yeah, after he got his ass big, he came back. Yeah, number 5. Look at these bastards. They won the titles. Solo's bloodline began. Oh, and they lost the titles to another shitty tag team. Go figure. Oh, yeah. Solo.
That you are not my driver.
You paid for that. Oh, God, my belly. Get him out of power driving me. What are you doing? Power driving me. Oh, men love each other. Hey, did you just stop me?
Acknowledge me.
Oh, shit, okay. My bad. You the tribal chief? Oh, shit, I want to die. Darby Allin wants to die. Oh, Edge fucked his whole foot up. Oh, the Teska. Ah! Thank you, Sting. Cody did deserve it. You crybabies. You bunch of crybabies. Mama Rhodes.
2025 Royal Rumble will be my last.
Just break my bank, why don't you, John? Jonathan Horatio Rodriguez, Tom Brady, Cena. Just break my bank. Just break my bank, why don't you, Jonathan Horatio Rodriguez, Tom Brady, Cena. Oh, Naomi. My daughter said it. Michaela Wonder said it. I was there. Naomi coming back was huge. Rhea Ripley at the dog. That's the best thing Rhea Ripley did all year was get hurt.
And I promise I'm going to keep doing it until the wheels fall off. This is a bump in the road.
The AEW haters cannot hate. CM Punk has had a great hurt year. And he lost that belt after that. Listen. Sting. Have a great New Year's, y'all, from the Mike Knoxxx Show.
Lose it, bite my tongue for no one. I put you on blast. So all the news channels, y'all can kiss my ass. YouTube or Google me, turn it up and play it. Cause many people think it, I just had the balls to say it.